Right. It's your boy Scarlito the Don. And y'all already know the situation. This is a Pablo production. Yeah, I got something to say about it.
Yeah.
Let go.
Shit been real. What's happening?
All right. It's your boy Scarlito the Don. And y'all already know the situation. Boy Scarlito the Don. And y'all already know the situation.
Only you to tell lies and shit.
Go ahead. What's happening? What's up with y'all fellas? Lucky Luke, what's up? Jose, SFSF. Yeah, I got y'all boys. Tomorrow I'm mailing everything out, man. I got y'all boys' address and stuff, man. I'm mailing everything off, man. The film surgeon, what's happening? Checking out this footage we got.
All right. It's your boy Scarlito the Don.
Say no more, bro.
It's raw footage right here, man. Tony, what's happening?
You.
Quick Fingers, what's up? Millhouse, what's happening?
Right.
It's pretty much how we gonna bring the video in.
I got you, my nigga. I got you.
Probably gonna throw all the text and everything on this joint right here. We're gonna do some voiceovers with it.
You sure that was Juju?
Yeah.
No.
That was Juju?
Yeah.
You sure you want to do this?
Got no choice.
Man, we're gonna keep that right there. Just keep that funky.
I got you. Say no more, bro. Love.
Action.
That was Juju?
Love.
That was that that was Juju? That was Juju?
Yeah.
You sure you wanna do this?
Got no choice.
What's happening? What's happening? What's up, everybody? Starting out editing music videos, trying to get people to know about me and the tips. First thing I say, man, before you even offer yourself for some work, man, make sure you know your stuff pretty dope. What I did was I just put up previews, those little Instagram promo videos you can put up with the person name on the top and bottom and the video in the middle. People always like to see some of your work before they even book you, man. So put up some previews, even if you don't use those Instagram promos. Throw some of that shit up, man. Throw some of those previews of your videos and everything you got up. Some of your work. You do photography, post your pictures up. I mean, no matter, people really ain't going to book up, somebody they don't know if they work any good or not. So promote yourself, man. Send them to your Instagram page. You got to have some footage of your work. So just put your work up. You know what I mean? Send them some of your videos you did, but make sure you have some work on hand. You can actually show somebody.
That was Juju?
Yeah.
You sure you wanna do this?
Got no choice.
Everything is pretty much straightforward.
No.
I had one edit, but I lost it because my damn power went out.
Action.
Lito, these are the times of telling, boy. These niggas telling. They telling, Lito.
I know.
They telling.
I know. I got it.
Alright, times of telling.
Got no choice.
Kind of shit, and I got to do this edit all over. But we're gonna make it happen.
No choice. No choice.
It's almost like an intro to a video. So we gonna make these cuts and we gonna fine tune everything.
No choice.
Lito, these are the times of telling, boy.
And what we gonna do is.
I got it.
Alrighty, hold up. Alright, action.
I know. I got it.
Alrighty, let's let that in there.
That was Juju?
Yeah. Choice. Got no choice.
Lito, these are the times of telling, boy. These niggas telling. They telling, Lito.
I know. I know.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave that audio in there. Cut that right there.
Telling, Lito.
I know. I know.
Sandin. Trav, what's up, boy?
I know.
What y'all got going on tonight, man?
I got it.
What y'all got going on tonight? Talk to me.
You sure you wanna do this?
Got no choice.
Lito, these are the times of telling, boy. They telling, Lito.
I know.
Telling, Lito.
I know. No. I know. I know.
Telling, Lito.
I know. I know.
Telling, Lito.
I know. I know. I got it.
We gonna bring that song in. We gonna bring the song in about right there.
I know. I got it. Yeah.
Mark that shit. Oh yeah, I feel you, man. Shit, I'm regretting editing this video, man. I was like 85% done. Just had to color grade and do the end part. For some reason, my damn power bleep because of the damn storm we had, and I saved my edit, but when I opened the program, the damn file was corrupt. So that's the worst thing that can happen, man. You done spend 2-3 days on the damn video and the shit just won't open. I'm trying to get this little cut right. I might just put that shit on the I'll come back to that. Shit.
All right.
Smoke always make a video look good. Yeah, man. Shit, and I save my videos. Like y'all might see save project pop up a lot. I save my videos all the time, but shit, power when I went and got there and opened the video back up, it just say corrupt file. For some reason, it just decided to. Nah, this the Sony A7S II, bro.
All right.
We gonna fade them.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
Before that.
All right. All right.
I'm gonna bring it in.
All right.
We got an acid B-roll. I use S-Log, bro. I just go ahead. I think this was S-Log 2.
Boss Carlito the Don. Y'all already know.
We're gonna fade that out.
It's your boss Carlito the Don. Carlito the Don.
What's happening? Arts, what's happening? Another black, what's happening? I'm sending y'all stuff out tomorrow, bro. Everybody's stuff, everybody information.
y'all already know.
I think I'm gonna let that shot right there hold a little bit.
All right. It's your boy Scarlito the Don. And y'all already know.
Oh yeah. My boo Nay checking in. What's up, baby? TBN, what's happening? Yeah, that T3R got some good image, bro. Shit, just use a light, man. You can't lose with that. You know what I mean? You got HD, you got full HD. 720 is a HD and 1080p is like full HD. So shit, as long as you got that 1080, man, you straight. Make it work. Trust me.
And y'all already know.
Hey, Rod Fish, as long as you got good HD on it, man, you good. You good, man. You can shoot a music video with anything these days. A cell phone, GoPro. You know what I mean? You can make it work. Just be creative with your shots.
It's your boy Scarlito the Don. And y'all already know.
I'm going to put these verses in. It's Ronin shots right here. DJI Ronin M.
It's your boy Scarlito the Don. Shit been real. Let go. Okay, nigga. Shit been real. Born in the woods and raised in the field. Since day one, put on for Hollywood. Till the day I'm gone, my nigga, that what it is. Raised in the field. Since day one, put on for Hollywood. Till the say about it. Okay, nigga. Shit been real. Born in the woods and raised in the field. Since day one, put on for Hollywood. Till the day I'm gone, my nigga. That what it is. Still, South Carolina, wherever the mobility here. Till the day I'm gone, my nigga, that what it is. Raised in the field.
Yeah, there you go.
Since day one, put on for Holly Hill. Till the day I'm gone, in the field.
Yeah, there you go.
Since day one, put on for Holly Hill. Till the day I'm gone, my money is where you find us. Get your issue and D, so don't try us. Your bitch missing with me is where you find her. I let her drive the wheel. Take her when she wanna, let her buy some shit.
Yeah, that Sony is a motherfucking problem. That's a Sony 28mm f2.0 f2.0 28mm Sony native lens made by Sony. Yeah, I love that autofocus, man. I love the autofocus on that on those Sony lenses. Canon's a bit better, but that lens does pretty good autofocus. The Sony A7 II autofocus really ain't that good, but it gets the job done. Long as you take your time with your shots, it'll keep everything in focus. That's what I find. That's what I find out.
Y'all already know the situation.
So I'm gonna mix. Man, we did this a crazy shot. I got pigs, all kind of shit in this bitch. Dirt bikes. We was in the country. Look at that. Look at that motherfucker right there. Ain't that a big ass head, boy? Damn. kind of shit going on. I'm anxious to see how this color grade gonna look on all this mud. Yeah, I shot it extra flat, man. I just like, you know. Let's see how long it take me to edit this video. It's a Ronin shot. I'm gonna use that shot. Use this shot. 4K, 4K.
Y'all already know the situation.
Hey, personally, just a little advice, man. You know, shooting a rap video, man, sometimes, you know, you need a clip to spice everything up, like make everything like a, you know, a little more up-tempo. Take it off the Ronin. Alright? You don't have to shoot every shot on a Ronin. Trust me. Mix it up. Ronins are too smooth, you know, they're cinematic. So you can get a video to look how a video's supposed to look, you know. Especially like if the song is hype, beat is hype, the artist is hype. Sometimes take it off a Ronin, man. You know, handheld, learn that directed dance, learn those controlled motions with your camera. That should have helped it out. That should have helped out some scenes a lot. Like this scene right here, I took it off the Ronin, didn't need it, had too many Ronin shots. So, you know, it's an action scene pretty much. Like,
Nigga, shit been real.
it's just,
Born in the woods and raised in the field. Since day one,
you know what I mean, shots like this will help the video. And it's a manual focus. And I was zooming in and out of the focus. You know, want shots blurred and shots in focus. You know, those are controlled motions, man. Learn that stuff. I mean, that stuff right there is a help your video 10 times. I mean, you know, every shot don't need to be on the Ronin. That's just my opinion, but especially if you got a hype song, you don't need that many smooth shots, man.
Shit been real. Born in the woods and raised in the field. Since day one, put on for Holly Hill. Till the day I'm gone, my nigga. Since day one, put on for Holly Hill. Till the day I'm gone, my nigga, that what it is. Yeah, South Carolina.
See how those shots come in.
Wherever the money is, where you find us. Get your issue in D, so don't try us. Your bitch missing with me is where you find.
Yeah, this 4K, bro. Yep, 4K. More, I just converted over to Premiere Pro CC. Finished a minute and a half video and it took 3 hours to export. Help. What are you exporting your video to? You know what I mean? If you shooting in 1080p, man, just go ahead and export it to 1080p. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and export it to 1080p, and also take off I mean, if your source is 1080p, man, output it to 1080p. And make sure your render at maximum depth is off and use maximum render quality is off. That will slow down your render times tremendously if you do not have the processing power, the graphics card to render that at maximum depth and quality quickly. All right, if you check those two and you don't have the PC to push that out quickly, it's going to take forever. So try to just make sure those two right there ain't checked, and you can also decrease the bit rate, but that will decrease the quality. But if your machine ain't up to par, just go ahead and uncheck these two and try rendering it back down. Make sure it's at 1080p if you're shooting in 1080p. And that should help, man. I learned that the hard way. And the larger your file, the longer it's going to take to render too. What do you mean? How I get the cops in the video? What you talking about? So I'm not trying to check it out. Shoot, I'm gonna check it out. B-roll was shot on the Ronin and in slow motion. That's the quickest way to get cinematic shots. Use a stabilizer, you know, Flycam, a Ronin, a Movi, any kind of stabilizer. Throw your camera in slow motion. Walk slow, left to right pan slow. Quickest way to get your B-roll in cinematic shots with your B-roll. Yeah, left to right on the target. That ain't even Mozzie. You say Mozzie? Your paper, what do you do to get the audio so loud into more Premiere Pro without distortion? What you mean, bro? Like when I'm streaming, how do I get the audio loud in Adobe Premiere Pro without distortion? Or you mean, you mean in the you mean in the program? Really, I never had a problem with that, bro. I just import the song, you know, as long as the song ain't distorted when I get it. I usually can tell. I usually can tell if the song distorted or not, but as long as it ain't distorted when I get it, you know what I mean, I can tell. But in the program, I really never had a problem with it. But you know, if you into mixing and all that stuff, you could just put like a limiter, or you know, you can actually put minimum. They got a little bit of music effects in here. You can put that stuff on there, like limiters and all that stuff, compressors. That'll help. That'll help with the clipping. But as far as distortion, I never really had a problem with it. Show your business. What's happening? Yeah, with that DJI Ronin, everything's smooth and nice, man. No, it will not affect quality. You know what I mean? Just shoot your main footage in, you know, 1080 24 or 4K 24, and shoot your B-roll in, you know, you can shoot your B-roll in 1080 120 or 96 frames per second like the GH4. You know, it don't. Oh, he talking about the pigs. The pigs. The pigs. Yeah, he talking about the pigs. I don't know what this boy right here talking about. 15,000 for a video. I done ran off on the plug twice with that. Come get it, bitch. I don't know what that guy talking about. But yeah, just shoot your shit in slow motion, man. You straight.
Shit been. Y'all already know the situation.
So on this edit, this is how I'm feeling this edit. How I did it previously before I lost it. This is what I did. You know, I was just bouncing back between slow motion and these panning scenes. I just felt like every other scene needed to be slow motion in this. So that's all I did. It was a pretty quick edit too, so.
Y'all already know the situation.
On this one, I pretty much just, like, y'all can hear the kicks and all that. And the snares.
Yeah, I got something to say about it.
I just pretty much went that route since it was, you know what I mean. It felt good. So
Y'all already know the situation. 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 Y'all already know the situation.
I don't know if I'm gonna put them pigs in there yet. I ain't gonna put the pigs in there yet, man. Put the focus on him and you can see that money counting in her glasses. That was by accident, but I seen it after I recorded, and I was like, wow, that's dope. Look at that crazy. Yeah, it's super flat, man. And the crazy thing is, you know, it's hard to tell when stuff in focus when you shoot super flat, but that's why I rely on peaking. Like you can set your peaking on, you know, your focal points set peaking on, and you know, autofocus will help. But make sure you set your peaking on, man. That'll let you know what you got in focus too. So set your peaking on, and when you shoot flat, you shouldn't have no issue with it. You'll always know what's in focus. Right, we ain't gonna put the pigs in there yet, man. We gonna substitute that for something else. Alright, I'm gonna use this clip. Yeah. Every action I want to hit on the beat. Like this part right here. When her thumb hit her tongue, I wanted to hit on the beat. Do it the second time. Hey man, what y'all think about the AT director challenge? Them boys going crazy. All the big name directors in Atlanta. They ain't beefing, but you know, they doing a lot of shit talking, man. What y'all think about that? Ain't nothing cool and cool. I didn't like it when I play back. Astro, what's happening? How can I help my edit with lagging when I'm playing back or going through clips? Do this. right click on your, no, I don't want to do that. Right click on your preview window and go to playback resolution, and you can change that to like from full to like a half or a quarter, and change your pause resolution from like full to like a half and a quarter. Sometimes they go lower to like 1/8 or 1/16. Even though my machine can handle it, like I always like try to edit and keep it on. I at least keep my playback on a half, because that way I can just run through everything smooth with no hiccups. Even though it can handle it, I just don't like for that shit to stutter no more. So I just always edit on 1/2 mode, but that should help you, bro. Can you get a great video using the Canon T2i? Yes, you can. Canon T2i is a very underrated camera. Dope camera. If I had it today, I'd still use it. Let's get you a good lens on that thing, man. You straight. My favorite video effects, bro, is I really don't personally like. I use effects whenever I feel like it. You know, if an artist want me to, if an artist be like, yo, put effects in the video, then, you know, I'll put effects in the video. But for me, long as my shots are like, I done got away from the effects a little bit. Like, long as my shots are clean, you know, the angles are good, the color grading is good, everything should be, you know what I mean? Like, I push forward without using a lot of effects, but I mainly use like flashes, speed ramps, echoes, blurs, and that's about it. I don't like using a lot of things like RGB curves. Everybody, not RGB curves, yeah, RGB split. Everybody uses those. I don't like using those anymore. What else a lot of people use? Distorts. Like, a lot of people uses those glitch effects. I don't like using those no more. I don't like using overlays no more, unless it's for like a transition. You know, a lot of people use like static overlays and all that stuff. It tend to make your videos look like everybody else's. So I like most of my effects now are almost like in camera. For like I edit with a, like, sometimes I shoot with a purpose. Like excuse me, I got fucking hiccups. One of these scenes you can see, matter of fact, it's on this scene, it's on this shot right here, these clips right here, on this handheld scene.
Nigga, okay, nigga, shit been real. Born.
See how I'm slinging the camera from corner to corner? Like, those helps, especially like when you edit it. Like, I kept that in mind when I was shooting this scene, because like when you switching it, it's almost look like you did it in post, but you didn't. See how I pointed at his feet and just shot back up. I mean, when I'm coming off a clip, like, let me show you real quick. If I'm coming off a clip and I swing into that, like, it'll be a dope ass shot, and you know, it's almost look like a transition in post, but I actually do that in camera. So shit like that I keep in mind when I'm shooting too. Let me see where that. Oh, it's right here. You coming off a scene into that. See how, you know what I mean? Shit like that means. See how it look? Just put stuff like that into consideration when you shooting, man. That stuff. I mean, stuff like that. I didn't put that in there, right? Or is it that okay. But stuff like that helps, man. Think of you know, if shots before you shoot it. You know what I mean? It make your shit stand out and look different too, so. But other than that, man, I don't use too many effects anymore. Yeah, you could proxy the videos too, man. You could proxy edit. You know what I mean? It's pretty much just making a copy of your files in a lower resolution after you import them, and it'll pretty much, it'll let you edit those videos in that lower resolution without any hiccups. 4K files without any hiccups. And once you save it down, it'll automatically link those proxy files to those original source files, and save it into a full resolution file. So proxy will help you if your computer is lagging. You know what I'm saying? So you can't handle 4K altogether. Shoot, use proxy editing. As direct challenge, tell us more about it. Yeah, man. It was ATL direct this challenge. It pretty much was those guys was guys like a Zay Production, MI Visuals, GT Films. Those guys was just like cutting the shit. They was like kicking the shit about, who's the best videographer in Atlanta, and and doing all that crazy shit, man. It should still be up on the Instagram, man. They were just like having a little bullshit session, man. It was funny as hell, pulling out money and talking about who got the most placements and all that shit. So proxy, yep, proxy. It's just pretty much I just shoot people videos how I want my shit shot, point blank, period. I'm an artist, so I already I hear the song, I'll be like, yeah, man, this is my video. I want this, 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 I need this angle, that angle, and no, I did not go to film school, self-taught. Transitioning in your video for beginners, don't use none. For beginners, I recommend not using any transitions. Work on your cuts. As you can see, I'm not using any transitions in this video. If you watch, like I always tell people, if you watch a movie and you watching the movie, you don't see no transitions. You know what I mean? You watching a music video by guys who already been doing this shit for years. Like, you don't see transitions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see cutting, you see pacing, you see pacing and you see cutting, cutting at the right moment, understanding pacing, and continuity in your videos, making everything flow from scene to scene to scene to scene. Like, work on your pacing without transitions. Then you add them transitions in there, you know what I mean? That'd be the sauce, that'd be the icing on top. But work on your cutting, man. Work on your pacing. That's what I recommend to newbies. You know what I mean? Because pretty much if you want to put a transition in there, you're going to be using the same transition everybody else uses. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's nothing new under the sun, man. So I recommend working on your pacing and your cutting. Is there a need for me to use a different lens instead of a kit lens? Yes. A different lens on your T3i will give you a different image. Color, cut, clarity. It's like diamonds. Keep the camera. You got 1080p. Get you a different lens. Nah. I ain't from Atlanta, man. So I ain't want them to say nothing too crazy out there. I have to pull up on them, take all their fucking camera equipment. I'm just fucking around, but nah, I ain't gonna even get into that, man. That's their thing. That 12mm, I actually own that lens, and almost every video on my page before I started with the Sony A7S II was shot on the 12mm Rokinon lens with the Panasonic GH4. That is my current setup for my GH4. I can vouch for that lens and setup, and I can say that is a very good setup. Very, very, very good. Should get you to where you need to go right now. Alpha male visuals, MI visuals, alpha male visuals. What is that? Oh, you talking about my dog, Collard Greens? You talking about the rapper? Is you talking about Collard Greens, the rapper? I don't know what C Green's doing right now, man. He still, like, C Greens make good music though. You know what I mean? If you talking about him, like, he makes good music, man. He makes good music, but it is what it is. But I I actually did. If you look at the 10K winner plus new books vlog I did. It's like, actually, I think it's actually like my last video. On the end of that video, I show you how to walk with the Ronin. I got somebody from Cambodia in this bed. What's happening? In Keen. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, it really wasn't a beef, but you know, I guess everybody didn't want to take it there, so you know, it was pretty funny though. Yeah, I do that, Amir. Yeah, I got you on that. A lot of people have been asking me that question, so that passing thing you told me about, my edit to the beat and make every cut count. Thank you, bro. Oh yeah. Anytime, bro. That's the easiest way to do it, man. If you get stuck on the edit, just edit that motherfucker to the beat and make double cuts in between those beats. I said your name right, bro.
I already know the situation. Know the situation. Alright. This is a Pablo.
Bring back in something.
Yeah, I got something to say about it.
Take that out. Nope.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, I got something to say about it. Yeah, I got something to say about it.
We're gonna leave it right there.
Y'all already know the situation.
I'm gonna speed it up.
Y'all already know. Already know the situation. Y'all already know the situation. Already know the situation. Y'all already know the situation. Already know the situation. Y'all already know the situation. Alright. This is a Pablo production. This is a Pablo. Alright. Yeah, I got something. This is a Pablo.
Yeah, I got some color grade tutorials coming, and I got some LUTs, man. I got some LUTs I made from scratch. I'm gonna give y'all for free. Y'all can use them. You know what I mean? Just download them, import them in your program, and use them. It's hard for me to edit while doing something else. Do you get annoying doing? Do you get anything done while doing these streams? It's hard for me to edit while doing something else. Do you even get anything done while doing these streams? Yeah, I'm actually like starting on the edit right now, and shit, I just did the intro and the. This is what I got so far, and I'm gonna end up keeping this. So I get a lot done doing the streams, you know what I mean? So
Y'all already know the situation. This is a Pablo production. Yeah, I got something to say.
all right, so we're gonna keep it rolling.
This is a Pablo. This is a Pablo production. This is a Pablo production.
I'll keep it right there. That's the same clip.
Pablo production. Yeah, I got something to say. Production. Yeah, I got something to say about it.
Cut his head off right there.
Yeah, I got something to say about it. Let go. Okay.
I'm gonna use this action scene for most of the main scenes. Yeah, one video where you had a shot with the camera doing the 360 outside the angle with the other two brick walls. How do you do that? I had what? Let me see. Camera shot doing a 360 upside down angle with the artist between two brick walls. I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. Was it on a vlog? If you was talking about that vlog, pretty much just invert your footage. I mean, vertical flip your footage. You know, it's something like this. Just go to flip. If that's what you're talking about on that vlog, just go to vertical flip. A lot of people don't use vertical flips, but it actually gives a regular clip like a different look. I use it a lot, so.
Y'all already know the situation. Y'all.
So you can use it something like this, and you can probably put the artist name on the bottom. It's just a different look, you know. Just try different things, man. You know, you can put the artist name on the bottom, and you know, people will just like, oh shit. But it's just a simple vertical flip.
Y'all already know the situation.
So what did I do? I'll put a graphic on that shit.
Y'all already know the situation. Yeah, I got something to say about it. Yeah, I got something to say. Yeah, I got something to say about it. Let go. Let go. Go. Yeah, I got something to say. Yeah, I got something to say about it.
I'm gonna come back in with a smoking scene. I'm gonna come back in with a smoking scene. Can't go wrong with smoke, man.
See about it. See about it.
Put a pig in that motherfucker now, man. Nah, I think I'll show some pigs. Let's show some pigs in that shit. Them shit's been stank too. Bro, you ever look a pig in his eyes, dog? Like some real shit. Like I actually stared in that pig eyes. I'm like, damn, I be eating this shit, dog. That shit made me not want to eat pork and barbecue and all that shit no more. Like them niggas' eyes are like, I don't know, man. It was weird, dog. That shit might sound strange, but that shit was like weird as fuck.
Yeah, I got something to say.
Let's put this shit on half.
About it.
Let's set it up for the pig shot. I do set up shots too, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm about to put the pig in, but I'm about to show y'all this. You know, I'm about to put this little shit right here in, and the gate and the pig, then the pig. You know what I mean? So I got 3 hits right here. Boom, boom. I'm gonna make the pig the last one. Y'all gonna see a pig on the last one.
Let go.
It's almost like I'm setting up for the pig. I mean, I don't know where I get the shit from, man. It's just me winging it. See, I got a little micro jitter scene. That's from the Ronin. I know I got a shot of some hay somewhere too. Alright, some shelp and shit. So let's put that in there. Shot this on the Ronin too. This little shot. Little slow motion rotating shot. Which one should I put first? I'll put this first. Then the pig.
Lego.
Ooh, that big ass head.
Lego.
You see how this action shot already set the video off? If I was on a Ronin, like, it would come in so smooth. Like, this is a Ronin shot right here. Like, it would come in so smooth. See how smooth that come in? That's the Ronin shot, man. Like, I want that shit to come in aggressive. You only get that with handheld shots or like a damn a Steadicam or some shit. I mean, cause you can actually move that Steadicam like how you want. But like, see how that look? It's more aggressive.
Shit been real. Born in the woods. Real. Born in the woods.
See how bland it comes from.
Born in the woods.
So what I do with that shit is I just put extra footage in between that before I come in with the damn Ronin shot. When you change playback and pause resolution, do you have to change it back when the video is done? No, you do not. This is just for editing purposes. And what can you use for slow-mo if you don't have Twix there? Is there a program? Hey man, we in the South, man. I don't, but I do eat bacon. What's the difference between peaks and zebras? Peaking is you know, like peaking shows like your highlights. It pretty much shows you like when stuff are blown out of proportion. Not out of proportion, but when your footage is blown out. You know what I'm saying? That's like peaks. You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch your histogram and if your highlights are peaking, you know, they're out the screen. You know, that means your whites are overblown. You know, and if it goes, same thing goes for your mids and your your highlights, your mids, and your dark, you know, your blacks. if everything is blown outside the little histogram, you know, that's much as peaking. But zebras is just like, it's just like lines. You know, like the lines on the zebra is just, you know, those little blue lines you put on this histogram, and your picture profiles are used. If you're shooting flat, the best thing to do is use zebras. All right, but zebras is pretty much just help you show us where focus is. All right, if I was using zebras, you know what I mean, and just say he was in focus, zebras will be all around his, you know, his body, his shirt, and that would let me know he's in focus. You know what I mean? If this was peaking, then everything white you see will like be blown out. You know what I mean? Your darks would be too dark if you was underexposing. You know what I mean? If you're overexposing and peaking, your whites blown out. Same thing for blacks, but zebras helps you with focusing. Yeah, pigs are nasty as fuck. When can you use slow mo for Twixter? Just shooting 60 frames per second. You know what I'm saying? Like if your camera only do 720 at 60, you can get slow mo. Just slow down your 720 at 60. Yep, another black. You got that right. Spare ribs. I don't even eat spare ribs, man. I don't even eat ribs no more. Steadicam or gimbal, which is better? They each serve their purpose. You know what I mean? I got a little fly cam nano. You know what I mean? I don't want to give it up, but I let somebody hold it. But fly cam nano is, I mean, Steadicams and gimbals, man, they each serve their purpose. Personally, Ronins can be too smooth. You know, they can be too smooth. You know what I mean? If you get a Steadicam, man, it stabilizes the shot, but it also puts a little walking motion in there. And to me, that walking motion look just as good as a stabilized shot on a Ronin, man, because it gives it a certain look. Watch somebody like Carlton Banks. I think he still uses a Steadicam. I think Creative Ryan uses a Steadicam. I love the look of those. You know what I mean? Like, it gives it a certain look, but you do have to learn how to use it. Yeah, that pig head, man. Them shits that shit was stank. That shit was stink as fuck, man. Let's put a dip on that. Put a dip on that.
Shit been real, born in. Okay, nigga. Shit been real, born in the woods and raised in the field. Since day one, put on for Hollywood. Till the day I'm gone, my nigga, that what it is.
Atlanta, wherever I'm at, that's where you find it.
That what it is.
Little extra little B-roll I got too.
Born in the woods and raised in the field. Since day one, put on for Hollywood. Till the day I'm gone, my nigga. Carolina, wherever the money is, where you find it.
Yeah, the Ronin, man. Ronin is a good tool. If you could get a Ronin, man, go ahead and get it. What's that in? Joseph, what's up? Keep it clear for day and night shots. I shoot S-Log for the most part when I'm shooting videos. So for my ISO, I just overexpose 2 stops. I don't think people know how to overexpose they S-Log correct. You know, just follow your light meter. If you know what your where's my camera? Where's my camera? Oh, my camera's back there. But if you look at your light meter, man, it's that little meter on the bottom of the screen. It's like lines after line after line right on the bottom. And if you move your ISO, you see it go to like -1, -1.2, -1.3, or like +1. That shows you how much unexposed and overexposed you got. So shooting S-Log 2, S-Log 3, you want to overexpose by 2 stops. All right. Look at your meter and overexpose your image till it says +2. It might look overexposed on the camera, but once you get it in the program, you can bring all your information, your highlights and all that stuff back. You know what I mean? Back to in camera and then back into normal range with no problem. Because S-Log 2 helps you with that. And my aperture, man, pretty much the same thing. You know, you already know. You know, if you boost your f-stop in your aperture, man, you know, you lose depth of field. But sometimes in bright situations, I throw all that shit up and get me a sharp image, and I don't care about depth of field. So that's why a lot of my videos be like super in focus too, because I throw all that shit up. You know, I'm unconventional sometimes, like. How do you create proxy in Adobe Premiere? You have to. Can I do it from right here? No, I can't. Let me see. New project. Shit. No, you can't. But since we right here, man, it's pretty much just it right here. this is not it. Yeah, this is it. Go to general. I didn't mean to do this, man. I gotta open my project. Hopefully I saved that shit, but just name it, location, send your location, go here. You want to create proxies. All you have to do is pick what preset you want to create a proxy from. You know, these are the options right here. You got GoPro, and these are just pretty much the proxy formats. You know what I mean? If you got 4K, 8K, HDR files, whatever, man, it will create proxies from those files into any one of these formats right here, these presets, and it will import those files into your program, but leave your original files on your scratch disk. Then you can edit those files, and you can make sure the proxy is the same as the project files. You know, the proxy destination. That's all your proxy files. They will be in the same folder as your destination files. But it's pretty much it, man. Just create OK, and it'll take a little while for it to transcode all those files. But once it finishes transcoding, it will import that in the proxy file, and you can edit those with no problem. See, it's stuff right here, man. It's frame size, scaling compatible with like 4K, 5K, 8K. You know what I mean? So I have no. I don't know why they're yelling like that. One more question by T2. What advice could you give for focusing when shooting a video? What kind of lens you got, man? You got a I know the T2i don't have autofocus, does it? If it don't have autofocus, man, watch the video I got on manual focus with the Ronin. You know what I mean? You can set focal length. You know what I mean? Just set your focus and just keep a distance, and everything will be in focus. You can also boost up your f-stop. That'll help lower the shallow depth of field and get everything more in focus too, but you still have to manual focus.
Lego. Okay. Nigga, shit been real. Born in the woods and raised. Born in the woods and raised in the field. Since day one, put on for Hollywood.
See right here, I'm just walking. That's why I look wobbly, but I wanted it to look like that. It's 1050. Any of y'all rock with this right here, man? DaVinci Resolve. I'm trying to learn that, the color grade. I see a lot of people using it. A lot of industry people using it too, man. They get damn good results. I think that's what I'm gonna use now in the color grade, but I got to learn how to use that shit.
Lego. Okay, nigga. Shit been real. Born in the woods.
Born in the woods and raised in the field. I think that's too slow for what I want.
Real. Born in the woods.
Really, I'm gonna leave that regular footage. Let's duplicate that.
Been real. Born in the woods and raised. Born in the woods. In the woods and raised in the field. And raised in the field. Since day one. And raised in the field. Since day one, put on for Hollywood. Till the day I'm gone, my nigga, that what it is. till the day I'm gone. Woods and raised in the field.
What's the cheaper best option for stabilization? Get a fly cam nano, man, or glide cam. They like $400-500. That's what I would recommend if you can't get a Ronin, or you get a Zion crane. They like $695-700. When you look at your earlier work and look at your stuff now, what would you say was your biggest improvement? Just everything: color grading, composition, editing, pacing. Also confidence. You know, confidence is big, but I would say just working on a unique look and editing technique. It's hard when you got a lot of people doing the same shit you doing. You know, everybody videos tend to look the same, and you know, I say, you know, a lot of people getting cameras now. Then, you know, a lot of you got tutorials show how everybody how to do this, how to do that. I show people how to do this, how to do that, how to do stuff I know how to do. But knowledge overcomes all of that shit, you know. Editing is much, you know, editing is just as big as your camera. You know, like you can have a good camera and you still have shitty quality if you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I say always work on your craft. But editing, pacing, you know, setting up your shots, knowing what to look for. Almost everything, man. Back in the day, almost everything is like 10 times better. But I say my editing and my color grading is like probably my biggest improvements. What are your techniques for keeping focus when not using Sony lenses on a Sony a6300? What you call it, man? I set focus points. Well, focal points, and I also just set my lens to infinity focus. So like if I have somebody in front of me and I don't want to, and I'm not using autofocus, I will just set the lens to infinity focus, and pretty much that's just as wide as that lens can get, you know what I mean, far as the focusing go. You know, and long as you keep a certain distance from the artist, everything will stay in focus. So that's how you can cheat with a manual lens flying a Ronin. You know what I'm saying? Just set your lens to infinity focus, keep a distance from the artist, and just keep that distance throughout the whole scene. You know what I'm saying? Just make a mental note. Like if I stay 8 feet from the guy, everything gonna be in focus. So set your lens to infinity focus. That's one way, you know what I mean, set focal points. What's up? You been about to go off? We need Final Cut Pro tutorials. Nah, I ain't going off. Man, films need them Final Cut Pro tutorials. Hit them up. Lucky Luke. My film was officially on my high school film festival in New York. My short film. Man, Lucky Luke, man, I don't know why you playing, man. Bro, you got talent, man, and you in high school. Shit, when I was in high school, I couldn't even afford a camera. Like, you miles and miles ahead of the competition, man. Stop playing. That was a no-brainer if you gonna win, bro. Render all time at work. I can't see the clips not working in normal speed. All time green line. If I make a video, I render all time at work. All time at work. I can't see the clips not working in normal speed. Green line, I hope you understand my broken English. I can't see the clips not working. I don't really understand what you're saying, bro. If you render all time at work, it's probably the same thing, man. You probably got to work with proxies. Maybe the computer you're on can't handle what you feeding it. You know what I'm saying? You probably have to work from proxies. Got somebody from Brazil in here, man. What's happening? Got somebody from Germany in here. What's happening? What you think about the Canon 550D? all Canon DSLRs are pretty good. You know, Canon got good color. You know what I mean? So, and it shoots 1080p, man. I always say if a camera can shoot 1080p, you got a good camera. That's it. Canon 5Ds, T2Is, T3Is on up. All of those are good cameras. iPhone, everything is a good camera. Yeah, that's big, Luke. That's big, man. That's big, man. I ain't see the film yet, man. I seen the music video. The music video looked damn good. Where you got the Black Magic from, bro? Is that your school camera or is that a personal camera?
Woods and raised in the field. Since day one, put on for Hollywood. Till the day I'm gone, my nigga, that what it is.
Alright. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of color grading.
I got you.
Then we gonna dip. Alright. I done told y'all about color grading and color correction, so if y'all need to remind on that. I put all my color grading on a separate layer. I put my color correction on individual clips because, you know, each clip pretty much needs its own color correction if needed. But let's drag this on top. An adjustment layer allows you to put effects, color grade, anything on it, and it will affect everything underneath it. You know what I mean? As long as you got that adjustment layer dragged over it. All right. So, quickest, easiest way to color grade is with LUTs. But if you don't want to use LUTs, you can always use something like RGB curves or any of the built-in. I mean, the 3 color wheel or any other built-in tools Adobe got for color correction and color grading. So they got something called Lumetri. You know what I mean? That's where you can use those LUTs. Where we at? Where we at? Is it video effects? All right, color correction. These are all Adobe Premiere Pro color correction tools they got. I use Lumetri color a lot. Got color balance. And where is it? 3 color wheel. I don't see that. All right, let's just go to color right here, man. Let's go right here. See this shot right here? If you look to the left, you see this scope, this histogram right here, man. Everything is pretty much like in focus on this one clip right here. This is for this clip. See, this is for this clip. That means everything is pretty much in focus too, but you can see it's clipping on the where it's a little underexposed. But on this clip, everything is in the middle. And this right here is probably my lights. Let me see. Well, yeah, that's probably the headlights right here that's clipping. This right here is probably underneath the car. The dark spot is probably underneath the car. But everything else is pretty much well exposed.
Y'all already know the situation.
Alright. That's this clip right there. That's highlighted. Everything is good and exposed. You see some stuff clipping right here. That's probably the white shirt. See right here in these little areas right here. And this stuff right here is probably the shadows. You see it's moving. So yeah, that's probably his shirt because it moves with the camera. See right here, this is a good example. All right. Let's see. Everything right here is pretty much exposed. It's a little underexposed. That's probably the back of the trunk and the dark spots. But you can see what is causing peaking if you look. You see the movement? So watch her thumb. This should move with her thumb. See that? But everything is pretty exposed. But if you put up your Lumetri scopes and want to know what's underexposed, overexposed, just put it on the clip, play it back, and it'll show you what's exposed, underexposed, or whatever. See?
something to say about it.
It's pretty much just the color spectrum on your video. But let's go jump onto this real quick, and we're gonna go. Hey, what's up? Talk that thing. What's up? I used to edit with Sony Vegas, but found that all pros use Premiere, so I'm working on that now. Yeah. Well, a lot of people use Premiere Pro. It's probably like an industry standard now, but GT Films use Sony Vegas. You know what I mean? If you don't know who GT Films is, look him up. Shoot for Birdman, Cash Money, Money Man. Shoot for a lot of people, dog. And his videos are fucking dope. So, like I said, man, it ain't the tool, man. It's who using it. So just learn it. Using the Canon 550 stabilizer. I should you always used to watch that. It's getting blurred with that effect. I thought that was because no, it's probably because the warp stabilizer inside the program is warping your footage. You don't really need to use that. I don't use that at all, bro. That damn that warp stabilizer, you know what I mean? Like, I don't use it at all, man. Like, it's you're taking a chance with it, you know what I mean? So just try to get your stabilizer stabilized as much as you can before you fly it. That way you won't have to depend on that warp stabilizer, because it does warps your footage. You know what I mean? And it lowers the resolution of it. That's just my opinion, man. Yep, lumberjack it do. Alright, but
They telling Lito.
we're going to use this as a basis of the entire video. So, alright. What I usually do is, you got your input LUTs, creative LUTs, curves. I will color correct my footage first. Let's go to color correct. Drag my RGB curves on there. Usually a good S will put everything back. Put everything where it needs to be. I don't want it too dark. Yeah, we're going to color grade this, then I got to go. So, let's go back to Lumetri Scopes. Let's put Lumetri Scopes right here real quick. Go to, see how it look when you blow your highlights out? See how the scopes go up? So what you want to do is pretty much just keep everything balanced. I mean, so, and see, that's mids too much. See how everything's blown out too dark. Everything's looking good, man. You want to try to keep everything close to it. That's before. This after. Before. After. Everything is nice and spaced out.
The time to tell it.
You know what I mean? So let's put that on. Let's put pause on full. See, that look good. I can see the depth in that. Alright. Now, basic color correction. You got input LUTs, you got all that stuff, man. So let's nah, I don't think I'm gonna mess with none of those. I like how it look. Adobe got creative LUTs and these built-in LUTs. I try to start with one of these LUTs and use it as a foundation. You know, something like this. It gives a natural look. It don't alter the image too much.
The time to tell him, boy.
You can also increase the intensity of it. Lower the intensity, increase the intensity.
These niggas telling.
But nah, let's try another one. That's a faded look. That's a little blue look. Nah, I don't want it to look blue. Let's use this one. All right. And let's go to the color wheel. Y'all know about the color wheel, right? It's too much orange. It's too much blue. Too much green. how I do it is I just try to put a little bit of each one in there, but I try to make it as normal as possible. What I mean by normal is, you know, like just I don't want it to change it. Want to change the image too crazy, you know. I just want it to look regular, but just a little pop. So put a little bit of green in there. Let's go to the shadows. I just move it around until I get to the look I want. So it's too green. And let's put the highlights in there. See what the highlights gonna do. I'm gonna leave the highlights as is. Let's change this back. I like that. Alright, that's before. That's before right there. That's after.
They telling Lito.
I know.
So now let's take my RGB curves. So we got to color correct this. See how this clip is? Everything's blown out. That's the sun. So let's put this back in. Let's bring this down a little bit. And let's bring that down a little bit too. Bring that stuff back in there. Yeah, like that.
These niggas telling. They telling Lito.
I know.
Alright, let's get a basic correction. Let's see. Bring them highlights down a little bit. Bring the shadows back down a little bit. Just a little bit. And the exposure a little bit.
Boy.
See how that look on this? It's too bad, so I'm gonna have to color correct a lot of these clips by itself. All right.
Say no more, bro.
But yeah, man, that's it's pretty much how you expose your footage. Then, you know, I might put a little pop on there. I showed y'all that too. What is it? I haven't used this scene forever, so let's put a little bit on sharp mask on that thing, man, and just make it pop a little bit. Put it about 13. Just a little bit.
Boy.
That's how you get that shit crispy.
Lito.
See how it look playback.
It's the times of telling, boy.
It's that HDR-ish effect. Yeah, I do. I changed my shutter when I man, YC, what's happening? Yeah, I changed my shutter a lot, bro. When I yeah, like I said, man, all that depends on the shooting conditions. You know what I mean? Whatever you're shooting, I mean, like everything don't be the same. You got to adjust. You know what I mean? That's part of learning, man. You know, that's when the knowledge comes in. Okay, you know, and you know, if you want to use ND filters, I still ain't got one yet, but you know, That's part of the knowledge of, you know, knowing how to fix what with your camera. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, man, just learn the camera and all that'll fall into place. YC said he on set. You got a printer at your crib? Because I might need to come over and print this script, bro. 25 cents, nigga. When you come over, nigga, bring a quarter. You don't change your shutter when filming. I think I just answered that. But yeah, man, I'm going to show y'all what I got real quick, man. And we're going to do everything else later. I'm kind of mad my edit got lost, but I'll finish the rest of it tomorrow. Shit.
Got you, my nigga. I got you. Say no more, bro.
I ain't even going to play it.
Love.
Put it back on. Yeah.
That was Juju?
Yeah.
That what you
sure you want to do this?
Got no choice.
Lito, it's the time to tell him, boy. These niggas telling.
I'm going to fine tune everything, but.
I know.
Yeah.
I got him.
He know. He got him. Oh, yeah.
All right. It's your boy Scarlito the Don. Y'all already know the situation. This is a Pablo production. Yeah, I got something to say about it. Let go. Okay, nigga. Shit been real. Born in the woods and raised in the field. Since day one, put on for Hollywood. Till the day I'm gone, my nigga, that's
what it is. Yeah.
South Carolina.
Whatever on the money, this is where you find it. Yeah, this is a dope song too, man. Yeah, nigga, bring that quarter, nigga. You want that printer, man. I got to pay for the paper, right, B? Right, son? Hey, yeah, man. Y'all got any more questions, man? Make sure y'all go check out YC. Make sure y'all check out Man Films. My 2-player partners right there, man. Hey, man, go ahead and kick off those them tutorials on the Final Cut, man. They waiting on it. He talking about he don't fuck with change. He don't fuck with change. Okay. Nah, bring that shit over tomorrow, bro. I got you. You know I got to clock in and jump on that ship tomorrow, so. All right, man. Y'all got any more questions, man? We gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Joy Papers Visionary Art Group. Future Proof in America, one YouTube video at a time. Peace.